Coming up, second booster shots for COVID-19 are on the way. And later, a writing program is getting a new home on campus.
Gymnastics extends their season. I'll tell you more in sports.
Our April showers in the forecast. I'll tell you more in weather.
All that and more coming up on this Friday morning edition of DITV News. Don't go anywhere. DITV News starts right now. Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Ashley Wheel. Immunocompromised people and those over 50 are now eligible for the second COVID-19 vaccine booster shot. Both Pfizer and Moderna's second booster dose are FDA authorized. It is recommended that those who qualify wait 4 months after their first booster to get their second. According to the CDC, those who were boosted were 21 times less likely to die from COVID-19 and 7 times less likely to be hospitalized than those who were not. As for in Johnston County, COVID-19 cases are trending down. The county reported fewer than 70 cases in this past week. And since the beginning of March 2022, the number of reported cases has decreased by 61%. And the University of Iowa's hospitals and clinics owe thousands of employees compensation at the end of a class action lawsuit. The lawsuit was filed on August 19, 2019, and claims 8,000 employees were paid later than what is required by law. According to Iowa Code, employers must pay employees within 12 days of the payment period. UIHC claimed that employees had agreed to later payments through collective bargaining and other contracts, but failed to provide these written proof of these agreements. The court ruled that UIHC paid employees 1 month after the pay period, and as such, the workers would be paid liquidated damages. The exact amount UIHC owes is not specified. And the Iowa City Public Library hosted an event this Tuesday titled What the Heck Just Happened? DITV reporter Justina Borgman has more about this first-time event.
After the 2-year mark of the COVID-19 pandemic has passed, the Iowa City Public Library hosted a journaling event to recap this time. Community members joined together to reflect and think about how they feel about the COVID-19 pandemic after journaling for over 2 years.
It definitely helps to just really untangle the knots of whatever's going on in your head, or what's heavy on you. Just sometimes writing it out, letting yourself feel it a little bit more.
10 prompts including adapting, silver linings, work, and more led the group conversations, which allowed the attendees to categorize their thoughts and journal entries from the past 2 years. This helped them truly dive into their feelings as they shared their personal stories with each other. Participants shared both the ups and downs of the pandemic. For some, this time of isolation and time off work was a gift in disguise. However, for others, the break from reality was uncomfortable and lonely.
Sometimes I think we don't know how to express things very well, and so being alone with your thoughts and putting it on paper where you're free to make mistakes or say whatever way you want can be really helpful.
Journaling has been a key component in these community members' lives as they have recorded their personal thoughts to remember forever, and for some to even pass down to their grandchildren. From the University of Iowa, I'm Justina Borgman, DITV News.
A new building is coming to campus. Construction has started on a nonfiction writing program building. It will be a 2-story, 3,500 square foot building on the corner of North Clinton and Church Street. The nonfiction writing program will move here from the English Philosophy Building. This new building will sit in what is referred to as the Writers' Neighborhood, next to the Writers' Workshop and International Writing Program buildings. Construction was planned for 2008, but was delayed due to flooding. It is now planned to open at the end of 2022. And the totals are in for Iowa for One Day for Iowa. The fundraising event is a 24-hour online giving day for the community to support the university. This year, the total amount raised was $1,482,134. Over 3,500 donors participated. A top program for donations was Iowa Athletics, who brought in over $424,000. and people blocking bike lanes in downtown Iowa City will now be fined $15. The City of Iowa City's unanimous vote deciding that parking enforcement staff can now enforce this code along with local police. Tickets may be issued to anyone parking, standing, or blocking the bike lane. The Iowa City Transportation Department has seen an increase in the number of vehicles blocking the lanes. They suspect it's due to the pandemic increasing food delivery services. New signs downtown were added to remind food delivery drivers, commercial delivery trucks, and other drivers to park in the designated 10-minute parking spots or one of the 6 downtown parking garages. Although this policy has been in place, the additional staff will put more focus on enforcing this ordinance in hopes to keep cyclists safe. Now, Ethan, with the start of April upon us, can we expect some April showers?
Thanks, Ashley. Yes, we can expect rain this week, but today we should look out. Today should be in the 40s and 50s with clear skies in the morning and clouds rolling in the afternoon. Unfortunately, those clouds will bring rain starting in the early morning hours, with the rain continuing on and off until Monday. Even with the rain, we can expect weekend temps to hold strong in the 50s during the daytime. With the start of the work week on Monday, we should get a break from the rain and see the temps creep up in the mid-50s, but the clouds are expected to stay. On Tuesday, the April rain is expected to return, but the temps will be some of the highest of the week. Overall, we can expect pretty typical April weather. Now let's throw it over to Max in Sports, where he'll tell us how our historic wrestling program is doing to start their offseason.
Thanks, Ethan. Wrestling season has officially come to an end. DITV sports reporter Lucy Friedel gives us a recap of the Hawks season.
The Iowa wrestling season came to an end in Detroit at the NCAA tournament. Iowa sent their entire 10-person lineup to Detroit, with Jacob Warner, the lone Hawkeye, advancing to the finals. The Hawks finished in 3rd place as a team at the tournament, failing to defend their title from last year. Following the tournament, Austin DeSanto, Alex Marinelli, and Jacob Warner became 4-time All-Americans. Following the tournament, head coach Tom Brands only had good things to say about the departing seniors.
I've given them lots of compliments, and they're all real compliments. They're all true compliments. They make each other better. They're really good people.
Following his performance at Nationals, Michael Kemmerer became the program's first 5-time All-American. In addition, his victory in the consolation semifinals of the tournament secured him his 100th career win, the 41st wrestler in school program history to achieve that feat. While the season hadn't ended the way the Hawks hoped, they ended with a 14-1 overall record and a 7-1 record in the Big Ten Conference. The Hawks now look to the 2022-23 season and their chance to win back the national title. From DITV Sports, Lucy Friedel.
The Iowa women's softball team is not doing so hot this week, as they are on a losing streak of 5. The Hawks have had some difficulty staying consistent on the field, as they cannot complete a straight run. They lost to number 1 Oklahoma 0-20, and they were depending on this game in hopes of getting to the World Series, yet they could not get any Hawks across home plate. After facing Oklahoma, they had a busy weekend facing the Wisconsin Badgers in Iowa City and fell 0-3. The Hawks have another busy weekend, as they are on the road facing Maryland with 3 straight games, then later heading back home to play Duke on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Be sure to stay tuned in to see if the Hawks can put an end to their losing streak and take a win this week. Iowa Gymnastics has advanced to the NCAA Rally Regional Final. The 22nd ranked Gym Hawks posted a score of 196.9 to finish as the first runner-up in the first session of the regional yesterday. Head coach Larissa Libby said in a post-meet statement, quote, "I couldn't be prouder of this team. It was a team effort. Everything about it was top down. They didn't give up on each other, and that's what we needed to do," end quote. The last time the Gym Hawks finished in the top 2 in an NCAA regional was in 2004. The Gym Hawks now look to the regional final tomorrow at 4 p.m. Iowa tennis hosts a pair of Big Ten matchups this weekend. The Hawkeyes go into the weekend with a 4-11 record, with 7 of their losses coming against ranked opponents. Iowa enters the match against number 59 Illinois today, looking for their first win against the Fighting Illini since 2013. The Hawks face number 39 Northwestern on Sunday, hoping to get their first victory against the Wildcats since 1992. The Wildcats have a perfect 4-0 record in conference play, but are 1-4 away from their home court. The matchups begin today at 3 p.m. and 11 a.m. on Sunday. Come back next week for an update on baseball and softball. Back to you, Ashley.
Thank you for tuning in to DITV News, and be sure to tune in Monday at 8:30 a.m. Have a great day.